The Yankees have finally traded for a reliever. Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today, man, I'll be talking about the Yankees going out and acquiring David Bednar from the Pittsburgh Pirates, according to Jeff Pass. Now, for the longest amount of time, I was literally shivering. I was shaking. I was like, what did we trade? As long as it's not one of our top pitcher prospects, I'm talking guys like Cam Schlittler or Carlos Logrande, who are top 100 prospects, I'm completely fine. I was even open to them giving them like Ben Hess, our former prospect, who's a strikeout demon. The Bryce cut him to like 97 miles an hour, even though he's in IL currently for God knows what injury they still haven't announced. Or maybe somebody like ERC, Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, maybe a fringe top 100 prospect who was acquired in the Carlos Narvaez trade with the Boston Red Sox. We are currently about like 2.5 hours until the trade deadline ends. It is currently 3:30 p.m. as I'm recording this video. I'll be going live on Playback at 5 o'clock, playback.tv/your-boy-John for the last hour of the trade deadline at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So, what are the Yankees getting in David Bednar? The Yankees are getting a pitcher who currently has a 2.37 ERA and is one of the most prolific strikeout relievers in Major League Baseball. Currently, with a 33.1% strikeout rate, he's in the 77th percentile in walks at only 6.5%. He throws incredibly hard as his average fastball velocity is at 97.1, which is in the 89th percentile. He's also below average in terms of allowing hard hits, but he is by a good amount actually below average in terms of allowing barrels. When they're talking about barrels, we're talking about damn the way that ball just sounded off that bat. Oh my god! Like, so Bednar, I'm gonna need you to chill out. But he does have 51 strikeouts, 38 innings with a 1.11 whip in 42 games and 17 starts. Welcome to the Yankees, David Bednar. We have him for a year and a half for control. The Yankees had to trade away a couple of prospects. Those prospects, let me go ahead and look on MLB Pipeline, which I feel like everybody uses because the what's it called? Baseball America is like through a paywall, stuff like that. But yeah. And also, before I get into this as well, yeah, actually, never mind. I was about to say some other stuff, but let's get into it. So the Pirates fans, if you guys are still here, you guys are receiving the Yankees' number 8 prospect, Rafael Flores, who was an undrafted free agent in 2022. He did not go in the draft class. The Yankees picked him up in 2022, and he has been really good in Double A this season. I believe he played some. Okay, no, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but yeah, he just dominated both Double A last season and this season as well. This season in Double A, in how many games was it again? 87 games. He's hitting 287 with a 346 on base, 496 slug, good enough for an 842 OPS. I think there is maybe some questions defensively if he could stand there, but I believe he's not like a dreadful defender. It's just a question like longevity-wise, I believe. But in AAA, I mean, he struggled, 211 in 38 games with a 388 on base, 289 slugging, 677 OPS. I mean, he does have raw power. We'll get into it. We'll pull up prospects of Von for the prospect that the Pirates ended up getting. Just looking at my watch, I'm getting notifications from a lot of people. It's trade deadline season, man. So yeah, Rafael Flores, he does have pop. He does have that one homer even in these 10 games right here. Look at somebody else as well. But yeah, Rafael Flores, I'm seeing people saying that he might be called up pretty soon by the Pirates. I mean, I think they might just like calm it down a little bit, calm it down. He's struggling in AAA. I know you want to see him up. Calm it down, though. Calm it down, Y'all had y'all number 1 prospect catcher. Y'all got Joey Bart. Like, y'all dropped a lot of catchers, huh? Jesus Christ. Or just sign or have a plethora of them. Like, let me look. On the top of my head, I quite literally forgot what his name is, but I believe he plays like catcher, he plays first base as well. The guy I'm thinking about, Andy Rodriguez is on a 60 IL. You have Henry Davis, who's been disappointing, one of the most disappointing first overall picks in a while, if not I was about to say the history of the sport. I don't want to put that on him, but yeah. The Yankees also traded away their number 14 prospect, Edglin Perez, who has struggled in not in high A, in single A this season, but he did tear up rookie ball. He's heralded as a pretty good defensive catcher. This season in high A, he's hitting 209 with a 368 on base, 236 slug for a 604 OPS in those 83 games. He hasn't hit a homer, but he has hit 8 doubles this season, and he has 74 strikeouts, 268 walks. So you get that, maybe you can build up his hit tool. We'll get into prospects Devon as well and break these guys down. And then the last guy they went ahead and acquired was Brian Sanchez, who I'm not familiar with, but I looked through his stats. He's not terrible, but he's not a Yankees top 30 prospect, one of the lower level, not lower level, but out of the top 30, at least according to MLB Pipeline. I believe he had like an above 800 OPS in high A with Hudson Valley this season. Let's go ahead and bring up Brian Sanchez. So Brian Sanchez is 21 years old. He's a left fielder, 6'3", 170. Bats left, throws right in 242 at bats. He's an 811 OPS in the minor leagues. Now, yep, that's been all in high A, not in high A, but in I'm sorry, there's a lot of prospect things going back. Okay. It's single A. In 63 games, 242 at bats. He has an 811 OPS with 8 homers and now with 8 homers with 4 homers and 36 RBI. So yeah, shout out to Brian Sanchez. Looks pretty interesting now. And bringing up prospect savant, let's start off with Rafael Flores, who has a prospect savant score of 85.86. So you can see he crushes the baseball. He hits the ball pretty damn hard. 73rd percentile, expected WOBA of 359. So he could just flat out just mash. He's not the most like zone contact guy, to be quite frank. He does have some whiff issues. He does have, some strikeout issues. He's not quick. But he does hit the ball ridiculously hard, and I believe he's not a dreadful defender. He had a 26.5% strikeout rate, 280. It's not in AAA. He has struggled. Now you want to look at. I don't think you can look at double A prospects of unfortunately, I think it's only like A ball in AAA. But you got somebody that can hit the ball pretty hard. He has struggled so far in AAA, but his peripherals are not bad. He takes his walks, doesn't chase, but he does whiff. So it's an interesting prospect for sure. The other guy, number 14 prospect for the Yankees, going ahead to the I blanked. Going ahead to the Pirates is Edglin Perez with a 97.04 prospect score. He currently has right now a 592 OPS down there in high A. Expected batting average of 215. Expected WOBA of 317. Expected slug of 288. I believe he's 5'7", 150. I definitely gotta put something on him for sure. And the Yankees have acquired Jake Bird. Yankee. Jake Bird is a Yankee. I'll get into that as well, I guess, towards the end of this video. Jake Bird is a Yankee. Let's go. Okay. After I get this done, we'll talk about Jake Bird, I guess. But yeah. So, Edglin Perez, like I mentioned, he doesn't strike out much. He takes his walks. He doesn't chase. Doesn't have really speed, but he has a defensive rep behind him. So shout out to Edglin Perez. And the last guy is Brian Sanchez, who actually, not gonna lie, I've never really heard of him, but he is in single A this season. He has a prospect rate score of 84.8. He has an expected WOBA of 289. Expected batting average of 203. Expected slug of 326. Exit velocity is pretty good, 71st percentile. 74th exit velocity, 50th percent. Barrel percentage, not bad. 66th percentile. Hard hit percentage. Strikes out, not terribly. It's not the shortest, but it's not the highest. You feel what I'm saying? Whip percentage of 58%. Speed, now he is quick in a 95th percentile. And in terms of BSR, he's pretty quick as well. Now he has 763 OPS in single A this season. Shout out to him. Shout out to Brian Sanchez. Good luck to all three of them. Good luck to Rafael Flores, Edglin Perez, and Brian Sanchez in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Let's see though. the Yankees have acquired Jake Bird, though. Let's get into that. Who did the Yankees trade away for Jake Bird? Nice. Welcome to the Yankees, Jake Bird. I believe he also is a good strikeout pitcher as well. I definitely was intrigued in Jake Bird as well. Yankees are acquiring Jake Bird from the Rockies. I would love to see what they went ahead and traded to get him, but let's go ahead and break down Jake Bird as well. So Jake Bird, obviously formerly with the Colorado Rockies, does have a long beard, but don't worry, man. He doesn't really have to cut it because the Yankees beard rule. Let's go. Riggio, what the fuck? We traded Rock Riggio? Bro, we traded Rock Riggio? What? We traded Riggio, brother. We traded Rock Riggio. Oh my god. Oh, I love Rock Riggio so much. That's my sweet king. Oh my god. Oh my god, yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Rock Riggio, no. Oh my god, I love Riggio. Oh my god. Alright, so the Yankees traded away Rock Riggio, their 10th prospect. And they also traded away Ben Shields as well. Is Ben Shields? Yeah, Ben Shields is 28th. He's a lefty. Let's talk about the prospect for him. I'm not too excited. I was excited at first. And then they traded away Rock Riggio, who hit double-A this season with summer setting. 261 with a 335 on base, 542 slugging, and 877 OPS. He does have 11 homers, 28 RBIs, 37 strikeouts, 7 stolen bases, and 13 walks. He was a third or fourth round pick of the Yankees, I want to say, not too long ago. Fourth round pick. Yep, I think there was something about him not potentially signing at first, and then he did, thankfully. Shout out to Riggio. I just tweeted about him not too long ago. I think his father had liked a post that I tweeted out about a video on here. Just shout out to him. Shout out to Riggio family. I mess with y'all. Shout out to Riggio, though. He's going to Coors Field. He's going to mash. Shout out to Riggio. Shout out to Riggio for sure. Now the Yankees also traded away their number 28th ranked prospect, Ben Shields, left-handed pitcher, who they drafted, I don't know when. So, yeah. Ben Shields on Double-A this season. He has a 3.42 ERA in 5 games, 23.2 innings. He has 26 strikeouts. Holding batters to a 232 batting average, 1.23 whip. And he's only allowed 1 homers, but he does have 10 walks in those 23.2 innings, which is not really bad. So yeah, I'm just really not excited to trade away Rock Riggio, to be honest. But yeah, also the Twins acquired James Outman for Brock Stewart, so there's that. Oh my, I really did not want to trade away Rock Riggio, if I'm being honest. But yeah, how many years of control does Jake Bird have? Man, I love Riggio so much. Damn. Well, that's tough, man. You gotta trade good players to get good players. Looking at Jake Bird, I mean, is a 26.3% strikeout rate, a 28% whiff percentage. Walks are pretty high, though, in the 28th percentile, 9.7%. Barrel percentage at 6.8%. Hard hit percentage, 41.2%. Does get his ground ball in the 70th percentile at 46.6%. XBA of 2.41. Fastball velocity at 94.4. Does get his strikeouts, though. Now let's pull up Jake Bird on Fangraphs and take a look at what is going on with him under the hood as well, aside of just looking at his baseball savant. So yeah, Yankees get 2 relievers, David Bednar and Jake Bird. Jake Bird has a 3.45 FIP, a 3.46 xFIP, and a .7 fWAR. He does have a pretty high 4.73 ERA, but an expected ERA of 3.59. Again, I really don't love trading away Rock Riggio. But you gotta trade good players to get good players. Yeah, definitely not as stoked as I was at the beginning, because I love Rock Riggio. But, Yankees did need to get another reliever. Welcome to the Yankees, David Bednar, most importantly. And also, Rock Riggio. Let's go Yankees. Two relievers come to the Yankees. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I know it sounds like I'm complaining about Riggio, but I really do love him. He was coming on with the power stroke. But he was always going to be a trade chip, unless the Yankees just didn't re-sign Jazz Chisholm, who really only plays like second base. So maybe for like a bigger trade potentially, but he was always going to be traded. Unfortunately, this is the highest his prospectus has ever been. His highest value has ever been. So it is what it is. Shout out to Rock Riggio. Shout out to Ben Shields. Good luck to y'all in Colorado, and good luck to Rafael Flores, Edglin Perez, and Brian Sanchez in Pittsburgh. Thank you for getting me some relievers. Brian Cashman, God, we needed him badly. Stroman gave up 4 in like the 4th inning as we were up 7-0. Game potentially getting called. Still in the delay as I'm recording this video. Really need relievers in a bad way. In a bad way. So yeah, welcome to the Yankees, Bednar and Jake Bird. Please say my love for the game. Cashman, thank you, brother, man. See if he does anything else. I'm not expecting anything, really. Maybe I saw a rumor about Sandy Alcantara and Anthony Bednar. Probably involve like Jones, Schlittler, Legrand, or something along those lines. ERC, Hess, Cunningham. I don't know. But yeah, welcome to the Yankees, and everybody should away. Good luck on your future endeavors. And yeah, other than that, y'all, that is the video. Go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Your boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.